What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a Heart's Desire reading for the sign of Taurus. Okay, Taurus, you guys are first for the zodiac lineup for group 2. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, I was sitting in you guys' energy before I started, okay, and shuffling the decks. Kind of the vibe that was coming through was about Taurus Collective manifesting. Okay, it's time for manifesting if you haven't already. Rebuilding. Okay, if any of this resonates with you, by all means, feel free to give your girl a like or subscribe so that way you can be notified when I drop a reading for your sign. Okay, um, those two stuck out the most as far as manifesting and rebuilding, along with sharing the love. Okay, that was in this deck here, Hearts Oracle. Um, Other messages that kind of came through as I was shuffling that kind of stood out were Tauruses either getting tired of feeling stuck or feeling stuck in something, as far as either trying to create something in the midst of, the manifest and rebuild. Um, excuse me, guys. And so, um, either stuck or tired of feeling stuck in your head about either an idea or a person, okay? Um, but willing to take a leap of faith. The Fool kind of showed up in one of the other decks, and having some enlightenment, okay? Eventually, you'll have some form of enlightenment that will bring you up out of that stuck kind of mindset, okay? Which stuck mindset was Eight of Swords that came out, and kind of done and kind of tired was Ten of Swords, okay? Um, I would suggest for you guys, the link to my Etsy shop will be in the description box below. I would suggest Ignite My Passion if it's something in regards to an idea that you're having. And on top of that, if you're just not in a motivated mood or to manifest or rebuild, because it does take a lot of energy out of you, kind of pace yourself, Taurus, as much as you possibly can, because we are go-getters, we can get it done. But also make sure you're, giving yourself the ample amount of rest, okay? But I would definitely suggest Ignite My Passion Spiritual Bath, which you can find in my Etsy shop. And also the Get to the Money spray, okay? Both of those, the spray you can take with you, you can put it in your car, um, put it in your bag, but it's pretty much it's a motivating spray, okay? Get to the money in different ways, okay? It can protect your investments, your assets in that way. If you spray it 4 times, around whatever it is you're trying to protect yourself, um, in your bag, you can spray it around your purse 4 times for protection. If you are trying to change the trajectory of your finances, then spray it 5 times, okay? With the intent of what it is that you're trying to change. You can spray it in the morning 3 times over yourself to kind of motivate you to actually get to the money, meaning get busy on your idea, okay? Um, Even if that just means writing something out, okay? But it's a motivating spray. It does have some notes of citrus, which is something that is an invigorating scent, to actually motivate you to get moving, okay? So check that out. You can read more about it on my Etsy shop, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading, okay? So we're going to start with one from the top, which is in reference to your present energy. One from the bottom, which is in reference to your past energy, okay? and then one energetically from the middle, which I'm feeling this one here, okay, which is in reference to your future energy, okay. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck to see what the overall outcome of this energy is, okay? What's surrounding it, okay? So let's see what Taurus Collective has going on, all right? So we have the King of Cups in your present energy. We have the Three of Swords in your past energy, okay? And then future energy, we have the Four of Wands, okay? So, Taurus, this obviously has to be about a person. Has to be about a person, but for some of you, it could be, about business. Again, take what resonates and pass the rest, okay? So, we're not going to turn the deck over just yet. We're going to get through this first and then see what the outcome is, okay? So, King of Cups in your present energy, okay? King of Cups is pretty much a little bit opposite of the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very good at keeping feelings hidden. This is dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You can have that in your chart, or dealing with that sign, again, just an honorable mention, okay? However, with this King of Cups, it's like looking at this card is very empowering, okay? Very in control, very mature energy as far as it comes to emotions, okay? The cup is kind of sitting on this king's shoulder. I automatically get Poseidon in a way whenever I see this King of Cups card. It's the first thing that I think of, okay? The cup is more so almost looking like a trophy, if you will, okay? Very strong in emotions, okay? You see this vibrant green and blue kind of emanating from him. The hair, rather long, okay? But King of Cups is usually someone who is very strong within their emotions, and you are probably emanating that, or someone is emanating that towards you, Taurus, okay? So, very mature, understanding emotions type energy, okay? Maybe someone having some form of epiphany, like I said, the Sun card coming out during your reading, okay, that I saw while I was shuffling, all right? Let's get into this past energy, okay? That could be tied to this King of Cups, but when they were more so immature and not exuding characteristics, kingly characteristics. So you have the Three of Hearts here. I mean, Three of Swords, sorry. Now, you could be using, I don't know why Three of Hearts came out. Could be associated with swords energy, okay, in regular, like if you're using a regular deck or something, someone playing cards, okay, maybe you feel like someone was playing games in the past, okay, but there was definitely heartbreak, okay, as you can see, this heart is pierced, okay, maybe with this blue in the background, blue and black, okay, could have been some shadow work going on, okay, shadow self, in dealing with a person, not so much you, okay? Words were shared, heart was broken, okay? Swords, in my opinion, is dealing with more so communications than the Wands energy. Wands, in my opinion, is more so action. I denote swords with air element, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? And so with swords, they swing, words cut, okay? So that's my interpretation of swords energy, okay? So with that being said, that's what happened in the past, okay? Words were said, people were hurt, and things of that nature, okay? And it could be tied, like I said, to someone's immature energy, okay? That really hurts you, okay? And so Taurus, I feel like you guys are in a position of, you know what you want now. You're going to be very vocal about it, and if someone can't meet that, then they should kick rocks. Okay, so here we are in the future energy of Four of Wands. Okay, fire energy, which is Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Okay, again, just mentioning these signs for you. You don't have to be dealing with these signs, just an honorable mention. Okay, so because these signs could be in your birth chart possibly if you are into that. Okay, Four of Wands is talking about relationship, or it could be a situation of trying to set a firm foundation. That is what is to come for you, Taurus, as you are motivated to get things done. Okay, but maybe you have everything that you need material wise. Okay, maybe you've got the house, you've got the job, you've got everything. Now all that's left is a stable foundation of a relationship. Okay, if you've been seeing 1111 a lot, you can kind of see it here with the pillars of how they're standing. If you've been seeing 1111, that is enlightenment, okay, of some sort. Like I said, the Sun card did kind of get my eye while I was shuffling. So you've been seeing that, then a relationship is pending for, possibly for you guys, or that's what you're aiming for. Okay, after healing and understanding what it is that you want. That's the Fool card popping up to take a chance, take a leap of faith to get back in the dating pool possibly, or move forward with an idea that you have. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck for the overall outcome, which is Six of Pentacles. Okay, Six of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. Okay, Six of Pentacles is between Taurus and Libra. Okay, as far as justice scale, things of that nature, sharing. Okay, equal balance. Okay, as you can see, these pentacles are over her head, kind of being juggled over, but they're in sequence. And they're balanced between both of her hands. Okay, and so it's the ability to share, okay, or willing to share with another person, okay, or share your idea with people. I did, like I said, see the share the love. I did get kind of like the vibe of networking possibly going on for you guys, Taurus. So possibly sharing ideas with people, maybe getting some assistance in, the idea that you have, and if it, would work for the community or a collective of people, if enough people would be interested in it. Okay, so sharing coming here. Okay, like I said, more so of a sense of maybe being more vocal about what it is that you want, so that way you get exactly what you're asking for. Okay, without any games being played. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and clarify this energy now. We're at 13.5 in your reading. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this deck, okay, for clarifying this major energy at the top, okay? So hopefully, Taurus, you kind of watched your readings for the past couple of days and kind of see where it leads to or compares to the energy that's in this reading now, okay? That's what I like to do. I try to pay attention. If I'm in sequence with my readings, I usually can keep up with the energy and see the progression of the collective. But the way I read is like it's out there and it's up to your interpretation, because it's about the collective's energy, not mine, okay? I'm going to shuffle one more time. I usually only shuffle 3 times, but once I'm like talking to you guys, it's like I lose track of how many times I've shuffled sometimes. And so sometimes it's necessary just to protect the energy of the reading. Again, because everyone's reading gets kind of shared energy, okay? Especially with people learning about their birth charts now. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. 1 from the top for the King of Cups. 1 from the bottom for the Three of Swords, past energy. and then one energetically from the middle, which multiple energies within the collective. Again, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Truly appreciate your patronage. If you've already been rocking with me since 2021 and before, I've been doing readings literally since 2020, like around October-ish of 2020. Started on Instagram and then I came here. Okay, so truly appreciate everyone that's been rocking with the channel. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into clarifying, Taurus. We have 5 of materials with your present energy. We have 6 of materials with past energy. Okay, so 6 of Pentacles coming up twice in your reading. Okay, and then we have awakening, which I did take notice to when I was shuffling pre-read, coming up. Okay, so let's get into this energy and how it pairs with your first spread. So King of Cups with 5 of materials. 5 of Pentacles usually talks about leaving someone out in the cold. Okay, presently, if it's not you who's left someone out in the cold, and there's many ways that this could be read. Okay, if you didn't leave someone out in the cold, someone is realizing that they did you wrong. Okay, regular writers wait. When you see the 5 of Pentacles, it's 2 people out in the cold, and the pentacles are in a stained glass window. Okay, and so unable to pretty much get into the building. Okay, whereas with this one, you see a hand is down below, and someone is laying out on the ground. There's this kind of black stripes, black aura coming out of this window with 5 roses denoting pentacles. Okay, obviously this person is covered up. This could be wind coming out of this particular like space, that's keeping this person, at bay. Okay, so feeling again as if someone, in realizing what was done. Okay, again, I don't feel like it's you, Taurus. I feel like it's someone who you're attached to. Okay, or who's attached to you. Okay, for others, you could be kind of worried in the sense of business scheme about your money, about your coins. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Remember that. And again, trying to get to a particular status, but it's kind of hard when you feel like you don't have what you need to do what it is that you're trying to do. Okay, so that's where you are presently. Okay, there's other ways to get what it is that you need. You've got to look up your resources. Okay, Taurus, in the sense of finding ways to get something done for low cost. Okay, and that may come with sharing with people. Okay, now we're going to touch on that now with this past energy with 6 of Pentacles coming up with the 3 of Swords. Okay, 6 of Pentacles coming up with this means that in the past, maybe you did share and you got your feelings hurt. Okay, point blank period. And maybe you feel like you should reserve maybe how you feel or your ideas. Maybe you shared an idea with someone and it got rejected, or you went up for, trying to get an approval for something and you may have gotten rejected for it. Okay, in the past. But this 6 of materials, of course, is, 2 images, 2 women mirroring each other, and of course sharing in all this abundance, of roses kind of lifting up. I love this secondary deck here because it's just that beautiful in the imagery. Okay, but again, paired with this 3 of Swords, it was not a happy moment in the past. Okay, and so sharing got you hurt in the past, and it was like you probably felt as though, it was a waste of time, things of that nature. Okay, but here we are coming full circle in the possibility of you being able to do it again with someone. Okay, So, next, future energy, we have the Four of Wands with awakening. Okay. Realizing, Taurus, that that is what you want. Okay, that's always been what you want. I think there's no one that really truly wants to be alone. Everyone wants to have a house, someday. Someone, people always want to be in some form of a relationship, want stable or stability, if you will. Okay, and so you are now touching into your heart space, your throat chakra. Okay, work on speaking uh, into existence, manifesting. Okay, what it is that you want in your future. Okay, it does not mean that you cannot have it because it didn't happen in the past. It's because it was not time yet. You were not ready, or that person was not ready. Okay, and you have to be able to accept that. Okay, and move forward. And in doing so, it does come back if you want it. Okay, so having that awakening about that particular, or this is your future placement about what it is you want in the future. Okay, and I see how this spread is laid out here. She's beaming from that heart space right up underneath the throat chakra, looking right up or beaming towards this Six of Pentacles. You do want to share. You do want to have a relationship with someone, and you deserve that, Taurus. You just have to be more mindful of how you go about it. Okay, make sure it's equal balance between you and that person. Okay, same as planning out a business idea or things of that nature. Make sure everything is in balance and in tandem. Okay, so the outcome of this energy here that also clarifies this Six of Pentacles is Muse of Inspiration. Okay, Muse of Inspiration is clarifying this Six of Pentacles. You do have Three of Cups underneath the Six of Pentacles, which means a communing of some sort. Maybe you get assistance from other people or reuniting with people. Okay, but the Muse of Inspiration is pretty much the Muse of Wands. Okay, and you can kind of see in the imagery here someone walking up a pathway, and you have these two women here, fire energy, of course. Okay, but be inspired. Okay, is what this card is telling you to do. Okay, you're starting to be inspired, possibly of new beginnings, of things that are hidden. There is a moon here. Okay, so behind these two women. Okay, so dream the impossible dream. Okay, but nothing is impossible if you actually move forward. Okay, so share what needs to be shared. Make sure that it's equal. Okay, but be inspired. Maybe be inspired by other people. Okay, so let's get into your oracles, Taurus. Y'all are definitely about to be an extended because we got deep in your pre-read. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle the Heart's Oracle first. This is where we get some advice, what's to come from the final decision. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle by threes and cut by threes. But I love this energy. It's very clear cut and dry, Taurus. Because I feel like with your previous readings in the past few days, your energy has been pretty high in the sense of progression. Just having maybe a few roadblocks, if you will, but that comes with the territory when you're trying to create and just in life in general. Okay, we're going to refer to the bottom of the deck and we'll go into the book to get your full message. Okay, daydreams and decisions. I saw this too while we were while I was shuffling before your read. Okay, number 7, kind of invoking what I mentioned during your All My Love reading. I think it was the All My Love reading in regards to 7 meaning some inner strength. Okay, needing to be had as you progress forward with the things that you want to manifest. Okay, daydreams and decisions. Okay, maybe having a lot of daydreams lately. Pay attention to them. They could be, answering prayers that you've, asked in regards to what the future holds for you or how you should move forward, okay? You have this woman here kind of in prayer and meditation, but she seems more of a spirit sense, okay? Kind of very pure clarity of some sort, okay, with daydreams and decisions. She's got this kind of transparent cloak that's in the skies, okay? Her eyes are closed and she's really deep in thought, okay? However, there's this tie around her waist that's kind of going down into the ground. So it's kind of like remember to root yourself in reality, okay? Nothing wrong with going or being ambitious. Just make sure your ideas are realistic, okay? So let's go into the book so that way I can get a deeper meaning for you. Let's see. Green border daydreams and decisions are page 109. 109 equaling out to 10, a form of awakening for you guys of maybe what it is that you truly want to accomplish, okay? You do have love up underneath that, okay, with the number 6, okay? For some of you, again, take what resonates and pass the rest. Love is very important to you right now, okay? Again, like I said, maybe the only thing that's truly missing, okay? It says here your keywords are fantasies, imagination, options, choose, okay? When this card appears, it often means that there's a certain amount of confusion and uncertainty regarding your love life. What is it that you really desire? What would you like to change or attract? You have many options in front of you if you will only see them. Do some daydreaming about possible futures. Have fun. It's through your fantasies and imagination that you transform your desires into reality. Once you've once you've sorted out your options and played around with the possibilities, it's time for action. While it's pleasant to daydream, staying in Fantasyland is not wise. Take your time, but eventually decisions will have to be made in order for you to move forward. Reflect on your wishes, decide which feels right, and choose a course of action. You'll feel powerful for having made the decision and will be on your way to manifesting change. Okay? So, dream the impossible dreams or, lay out what it is that you truly want moving forward towards so that way it can be attracted to you. Okay? If you want someone who's honest, you have to be honest. You have to be honest with yourself so that way that in which you want comes to you in that light. Okay? We're going to get into this power of surrender, which is pretty much your final advice moving forward. There's no book with this deck. The message is literally on the card. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing. Shuffle by threes. And you guys are definitely headed into extended as we're at 28. Headed into close to 30 minutes into your reading. I try to make these as, attention doable as possible. But when there's messages that need to be heard, time is, here nor there. Okay. So 3 shuffles, 3 cut across, and we'll refer to the bottom of the deck for your advice to wrap up your reading, Taurus. Surrender to non-action. Okay. Surrender to non-action. Can't get shit if you ain't doing shit. Okay? Point blank, period. Okay? Just gonna be honest with y'all. Alright? It says here, now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Okay? Now, for me personally, it still means you have to do something. If you are having to focus and let on your own power and let others come to you, that means you have to do that, okay, in that sense. Now, you've probably already planted the seeds that are necessary. This person has a unicorn horn coming out of their kind of like their third eye, pretty much, if you see here, okay? you focus on it, you are, in daydream, okay? Um, Focus on your power, do what you need to do for yourself, continue working, continue, living life, having fun, as it said in your previous message. But that's still, in my opinion, doing something, okay? But to emanate that positive energy is what brings something to you, okay? Surrender to non action. You've done everything that you need to do as far as love is concerned, planting seeds. It's up to that person to come to you and say something, okay? They may feel left out in the cold, or they feel like they put you out in the cold, and which is probably the case, okay, with this King of Cups and Five of Materials coming up, okay? So that is what your final advice is. I mean, it's still, in my opinion, doing something, but more energetically, okay? Work on your energy so that way positive energy can come to you, okay? So with that being said, Taurus, that's really all that I have for you guys. If you need more readings, by all means, hit the playlist and look at maybe some of your previous Heart's Desire readings along with a few others. That's what they're there for. All right. So until next time, Taurus, peace.